Should be live. It's ping Discord and all. It's been 25 days since I've streamed. It's been quite some time as always. We're on pace for like the once a month stream. Alright. Actually, the title will work just fine because I could do some guitar practice after this. We'll have to see how that will work out, but let's pull up some of these salvages that I have to get through eventually. I forget which ones I have to do. I put the ones that I didn't do off. Could do that one. Could do that one. I'll skip that. Did that already. Could do this. I could do this. It looks like that's pretty much it. Okay. Whew. Which one should I do first? Alright. Some people are here. Let's see if we'll get some people coming in soon. But I've got some options to look through. I have 4. 2 of them are on Dark Dungeon. I think I'm going to do one of these dark. Actually, this one has a Desert Phantom in it, which is pretty cool. Let's do the Desert Phantom Dark Dungeon one first. So this is 1 AD. No, 1 AJ. That's down here. Okay. I've optimized. Let's see. I've optimized the run myself and beat it, though barely anything spare. I've been trying out Desperado on Dark Dungeon. This run seemed like the coolest thing to optimize and salvage because I didn't get 5.2 or Adora. Okay. Alright then. I guess. Oh, wait. I have to salvage and optimize it. We'll see. Okay. This one's kind of weird. Let me get all the stuff up and then the recording will start. Let's get this ugly ass Sada skin out of here. Okay, that's the regular Sada. So, we're gonna be on a Dark Dungeons here today. This one came in as salvage and optimization, I think. Let me just take a quick look. Yeah, but with $2,500 on round 95, there's no way I am salvaging that. So we're basically gonna be doing the same exact strategy. The notes it says is that I've optimized the run myself and beat it though, but with barely anything spare. So I'll be trying to get something spare at least. And they're trying out some Desperado on Dark Dungeon stuff. So yeah, basically we're going in with Sada, Desert Phantom. I'm not gonna be doing Arctic Night Cheese. That's just like too easy, of course. So we're gonna be doing Sada and the whole rounds. So let's get right in. I'm not gonna be doing the good dart placement because I am too lazy to work that out again. So let's get this basic early game on the way. With Sada, there's what was it? There's 2 placements that you can do. Oh shoot, I forgot to get that. So there's one that's actually kind of interesting that's up here at the top. Oh wait, I put this in the wrong place. I gotta fix this. But there's one at the top. You can put either like solder here or solder over here. I think I'm probably gonna do the middle one. Just because I'll probably have Jug back there. But we'll see. Ooh, Colin is here. You still owe me a doc appointment. You do, I guess. I've been doing good though. I haven't streamed in like 25 days. That's how good I am at this. So let me get the other dart here. But yeah, everything's been pretty chill. Hopefully I'll try to get a few more streams up like this weekend and all. Oh, I think it's because you're not even on strong. Yeah, that would probably do it. And you also aren't getting the snipe. Up to you. Okay, cool, cool, cool. Yeah, these guys got to go on strong. And then we can go like bam, bam. First. And then do this here and then wait a little bit. And then that should cover it all. Nice. And then I can get another dart here. So yeah, I'm thinking I'll do Soda in the middle this time. And we'll get 2 jugs on each side. So that should just all be good. All nice and easy. So now the Desert Phantom. I'm trying to think how I'm going to put the Desert Phantom in. It's not really like the greatest tower for this map, I'd like to say. I could put it like over here. I mean, maybe. Or possibly it would be better to do Soda on the other side and have Desert Phantom there, or I don't know. It's just not really necessarily a good tower for this map, I'd say, like, because the shotgun has pretty short range, so like here it's not going to be doing much. It would be good, I guess, over here. But I think I'll do that and play Soda here then. Which might be a little bit strange, but I think it will work out. Speaking of which, I probably should play Soda now, earlier than later. So let's plop her down right here. And we'll get Desert Phantom working in at the bottom eventually. And I think I'll just do a Juggernaut down here, it looks like. Or I could do top Juggernaut. I mean, this spot's more effective. But for cleanup on bottom side, I'll probably get like a spiked balls down here too. And then that should do the trick, because it would be Soda, spike balls, Juggernaut for this lane. That should just kill everything. And then bottom side, I do Desert Phantom. I guess that's the plan. It's a little bit convoluted, but it should work. And then for the placement of the Desert Phantom itself, I think I'll just throw you right here. I'll try to get stuff outside of its range. Actually, no. Can I put a village in there? Maybe I should just like completely collapse the 30. Yeah, I think I should just do that, because if I want village and Alec buff, I'm not getting it. I'm just going to ignore the 30% attack speed buff and just throw down the Desperado. Like so. And then what? We have to do that? Oh my goodness. You can't even pop the damn thing. Okay, let's put you on strong, and I guess use both of the torches because we got to or something. I don't know, one or the other. All right. Would you rather eat a shed or eat a cinder block? I think I'm gonna go with the shed. That was a great question, though. Thank you so much for that. We'll bring my mind off of this. Okay, so it appears that Yeah, we're dying there a little bit. Actually, I can just put one of you guys on strong, and that should just cover that. Yeah, totally. Okay, that makes a world's difference. You're welcome. Thank you so much. And now something's leaking from up here. Both on strong? Will that do it? Yes, that does do it. Alright, just moving random darts to strong from first, I guess, is the solution to everything. So I want to get by without really having to spend much just yet. I think obvious thing is going to be Juggernaut in the middle. You're going to be 025, so you can deal with camo in the middle. Actually, I mean, I'm going to have a Juggernaut here too, either way. Leads is a bigger question, though. I think for leads, there's just no stable way of beating leads. So I have to go for Druid, really. Which I guess is fine. I mean, I can get a Druid. Either that or, like, Adasaurus, but we can skip out on Adasaurus, I guess. Or I could do Adasaurus. Is Adasaurus, like, cheaper than the Druid? I don't think it is. Because I'd have to get, like, more of these guys. Yeah, let's just get the Druid. Alright, we'll throw the Druid right here. And then this guy will go up later. Sada should cover this side. We're probably going to need to get something for the middle, which will be called Sada abilities. The Sada abilities go in the wrong place. Yeah, I see how it works. Okay, right there, perfect timing. And then do I beat 22 in the middle, which is a good question. The answer is I do not. And I can't get the... Yeah, I can't get that. Okay. That is a good observation. Let's go for... I probably just need a bolt. Yeah, except it needs to, like, target last or something. Damn, it's not doing much of anything. If I'd go to first and then Spolt. Wow. It's doing a lot less than I thought it would. To be fair, it's not really hitting much of anything either. Oh, okay, can I get lucky? What if I set you to first then? I think I already tried that before, but... Yeah. Maybe Desperado on first too? Yeah, it's just completely missing everything. Would you rather be covered in chocolate or mustard? I'd go easily for the chocolate one. Mustard doesn't sound very good. Yeah, this is this is the issue that you get when you put Sada over there. One of those upgrades wouldn't do anything. I could get a glue. Let's see, does glue do much? I mean, that might. Close. I could go for, like, glue and then get, like... I mean, I could just do glue and Spolt. I want to see if I can get away without necessarily doing that. No, I'm going to have to do that. Okay. So we're going to have to pay a heavy price to defend the middle lane by the looks of it. Alright, and then this will just beat 23. Bro, you leave 2 reds? Okay. Oh geez, I realize I'm not in the right category. That's why there's like nobody watching this stream. Okay, let's actually get to the category. See, this is what happens when you don't stream in 25 goddamn days. There we go. I should be in the right category now. And will we continue getting interesting questions? Would you rather sleep on the pavement in a Walmart parking lot or the bathroom of a Target? I'd rather sleep in the bathroom of a Target. I don't know what's going on in the Walmart parking lot. Okay, for the camo, I can beat it with just that. So I don't have to spend money. 25, I feel like I should just be fine on all sides. I mean, I have a Spolt and a glue in the middle. And out of all the lanes, that was the lane that got the closest. And now I should be able to grab our druid. Okay, we're chilling. We're chilling. We're out of the dumb early game. Whatever the dumb early game has to offer. Okay. Now we're past all that. So now the goal is well, we gotta have a way to beat round 40. I mean, actually with the Juggernaut and Soda ability, I think that should just be able to go down. Like, I Soda ability, the Moab itself, and Juggernaut just takes out all the insides. So I think that should be good. And then I just develop like the Juggernauts on each side. I'm curious though, to what extent will like Soda be able to just solo the one side? I mean, it's like a third of the balloons, which is a great help, but I might have to like Alk buff her or something at some point. We'll see. So let's grab this. We gotta grab this. And yeah, we can just set you on last, I guess, for a bit now. That should work. Do 34. Where is this giving me an issue? Is it the middle lane? I mean, that would make sense. I think I should just get Juggernaut up here first, right? Because, I mean, we have torches on the other sides. Are you still? Yeah, okay, you're fine. So our middle lane's just going to be good, and I'm hoping I can just take out round 40 with that. Because I'm probably going to need Juggernaut elsewhere. Or I might not. Let's see. Because I do have the Druid too. So that deals with some stuff. I might just be able to go all the way to round 40 with this setup. Like, Soda does a lot of work in the early game. Like, if I didn't have Soda, I would have had to get this to 402 and all that fun stuff. So we should be good. Yeah, I'll definitely need to torch that side on 37 for those camos. Because you are not strong enough to take out all the camos, at least just yet. When you're a Juggernaut, you'll be able to. But yeah, it seems like I'll just be able to destroy all this stuff just fine. Oh my goodness, Soda failed that part? Okay, let me set you to strong. They did nerf Soda recently, so she isn't as strong as she used to be at least. Okay. Take all that down. But yeah, sometimes if you set Soda to strong, she'll just be more effective. Not this time though, apparently. So I'm just gonna use both torches. Couldn't be bothered. Okay, there's one torch. There's two torch. They're both down. And now look, we can buy the statue for 30,000 now. Maybe that will be the goal at the end. Have enough to get the statue. Okay, 38 will you... Oh, geez. You leaked the red. Okay. Let's take this attempt too and just have RNG win. Or have RNG kill us at an earlier time. That's also an option. Or I could just use like the Soda ability. Actually, I should save it in case I need it for 39. I've had cases where like 39 was oddly more difficult. Okay. Just changing you to from last to first does that. And hopefully we can just beat 39 with this and have a lot of money to work with on round 40. Yeah. Like that can happen. I need to save my level 3 though. For round 40, of course. Actually, I could have just used level 3 on 38. Because then I wouldn't have had to use the... Well, I have to not use it on 39. That's what I'm trying to say. Looks like I have this torch over here, though, back. So I can torch sometime when the balloons get hard. Yeah. That will do it. Let's see. If I leaping sword there, do you pop it open? Maybe if I do it at a bit of a better time? No, like not even if I use it instantly. Okay, that's completely fine though. I could probably even agree to discount if I were to do this and then go 1, 2, 3, Enforcer. Let's see what this leaves me off with. And I use the ability. Yep, that should take it all out. Nice. And like I even greeted the discount. That's not easy to do. Would you rather explain nuclear physics to a toddler or teaching parenting classes to a teenager? I'll go for the nuclear physics for the toddler. I think the toddler would just like not care at all, which is significantly better than whatever the teenager's doing. So, I think that's a pretty safe answer. Anyways, we got the jug here. I'm probably gonna have to get like village and alk on you. Maybe even a spac. Hopefully not a spac at the bottom. But yeah, you're starting to struggle, Sawdust. Let me at least alk buff. Throw an alk buff. Probably turn that into, I don't know, maybe I think a 301 might be a little more effective, right? Or how long is the uptime here? When fully, actually, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. I'll hold on the alk cross path there for now. In the meantime, I definitely will want village here. And actually, I might be able to hold on the village later. Probably I'll need it to deal with some balloons eventually. But I'm going to want spiked mines back here. Yeah. You're starting to struggle already. So let's see. With that and all, we're probably going to be able to beat those. Okay. This is going to be a game of seeing how far I can push Sada in all these directions. Okay. I do have a lot of money. I'm doing perfectly fine in the middle here, which is good. We'll be able to get that up to Desert Phantom no issue when I need to. But I think I'll be going for probably the Spike Factory. Let's see. Alright, what's the 39 issue then? Okay, let's see. If I go for 301, what's the uptime looking like? It looks pretty good, to be honest. Yeah, that looks ideal. 301 there. So we'll keep that with the 301. You're probably not going to have discounts unless I need to get like a jug. In the middle here, this is where we'll get the Avenger. And I'll get Bullseye too. Perfect that we can afford all that stuff. And probably we'll have to get drums too. We'll see. I also need to get the spike up on this lane because I'm going to have to start being able to beat these Moabs. Let's see. If I go like that, I can at least beat the first one. But these later ones are going to be a little bit of an issue. Luckily, I should have enough money to get the spike up and going here shortly. Although I was planning to discount it. Looks like discount may not be possible now. If I set the target here and then... Actually, no, it will work. We'll be able to get the discount. Cool. Let's grab this so I can isolate the AMD. Being able to isolate AMD on spike factories is actually always very good. And take you off last too. And I think I should just set the Avenger on strong, should I? That might be a decent option for now. Let's Alk buff that, and I'll get this up to spike balls, I think for now should be just fine. And I'll probably have to just use this torch here on 54, it seems like. Okay. We got the spike balls. I could set it on smart? I don't know. Nah, probably set target will be fine. Okay, I'm dying somewhere. I'm dying on the Sada side. Where am I dying? Sada side? Yeah, probably. Okay, so I got to at least use an ability somewhere. Right there? Okay, that takes out one wave. Is that just because Alk buff happens to be down at that very specific time? No, it's not. Okay, that's a bit of an issue because I need an ability there, and then I don't beat the third wave, so I'd have to like torch. Actually, wait, I could have beaten the third wave there. Oh no, I take it down. The torch stays up for the last two waves, so that's all covered. Let's get drums there then, and continue to move on. So it seems like Moab's on that side with the Alk buff spike balls and all. Should be pretty good. And I mean, the Desert Phantom's 33k, but I'm still on 58, and I have a lot of money. It also might be that I'm gonna be required to get the Juggernaut on this side, but I hope not. Sada is getting more levels now, so that's good and all. So yeah, let's see. What are these next would you rathers? What would you do if a buoy monster showed up on your stream? Ooh, that's a good question. The buoy monster. I don't think many people would know what the buoy monster is. Why the hell are you on close? That's a better question. But anyways, if you know what the buoy monster is, that would be a tough thing to decide on. Probably get a BBL with it, I'd say. Yeah, that would be a good decision. Okay, 61 here. We have issues, I think. Right? Are there issues? A yellow got through in the middle. Okay, that's my issue, apparently. And now it's a ceramic. So let's put you back on first and see what happens now. And then what? That Moab gets by and you just die? Actually I think I can just solve this by getting drums here. Drums should be able to fix it up. I'll need that power either way. I'll probably still need a lot more power in the center too. I might have to get like a Moab glue per chance. Something along the lines of that. Let's see, 63 is coming up here, and I do have $10,000, so I'm still like loaded on cash. I still can like spend a lot. Okay, 62, the end here got by. So I have to see. Probably just move the spike over a little bit here or there. Get a few spikes there. That should be good. I'll also just put this up here because we're going to be on 63 next round. So how do we do this? I assume we just can sword charge wave 1. And then go on strong. Leaping sword that side. And then I can torch Sada side. And then I should just have enough stuff. Okay, I leaked somewhere. Probably on the Sada side. So can I go sword, leaping sword? Is that allowed? It looks like it is. So we'll just do that instead. Okay, that should be fine. Bro. And the blue in the middle got through. Okay, that was not nice. Let's fix it up. Sword charge and leaping sword. And a blue will not escape this time. There we go. And put this back here for 64. Perfect. I don't have to spend my money. How's 64 looking? Particularly in the middle here. Yeah, it's not looking so hot. I would be able to get by that if I had my abilities up, but I do not have my abilities. Also, I just kind of realized, well, I don't have outbuff on this. I realized this was a big mistake here. I should have put the spike right here, because I can use set target now, and I could get spike mines down here if I need it. So if that's a big deal, oh well. I just realized that now. Set target really does change a lot of things, but I guess we'll move on. We will move on. So yeah, these guys aren't getting much anywhere. So I think I'll just get Moab glue right here. That should take care of that. Yeah, just fine. And I think this should just be able to save up into the Desert Phantom. And along with that, Sawd is going to become a lot stronger on the other side. This should work out pretty well. For round 100, I will need probably a Moab Eliminator. I mean, I could just beat round 100 with Arctic Knights, but as I mentioned, Arctic Knights are banned because they are just too ridiculously strong. I also could beat it with a bugged Elite Defender, but that's also going to be banned for obvious reasons. So it seems like it's just going to be forced to Moab Eliminator. That also means DDTs are a huge issue. I kind of just realized. I can do, like, Embrit over here. Sawdicide honestly should be fine. Where can I even put an Embrit? Right here? Actually, that's not a bad spot. If I get spiked mines up there, Sawdicide should just be fine with the DDTs. So it'd just be bottom. I mean, I could probably find a solution for that. Should not be much of an issue. But, ack. I'm going to yawn there. But if I'm forced to get Moab Eliminator, that is a lot of money, mind you. It's not a cheap upgrade. It's very strong, too. But it kind of counters all the stuff that we're pretty good against. It's just that it's forced against 100. Alternatively, I could do 2 first strikes, which I believe is more expensive. So I think I will not be doing that, though. But yeah, the Desert Phantom just doesn't really do much against 100, so I'm going to have to go for that. Guess I'll just throw the Eliminator right there. Let's see. What's the issue here on round 71? It's that stuff was leaking where stuff would want to leak. So let's get a few spikes up there. And things still go through. I think I'll just use the Sword Charge ability. Okay, just plop that now. Yeah, that should just kill everything. Cool, cool, cool. We're almost there. We're getting there. We'll have the Desert Phantom up sooner than later. That at least gives me a lot of money to work with. There's somehow something leaked right here. 72. Probably just some really bad Juggernaut RNG. That is true. It was just really bad Juggernaut RNG. Also, I'm thinking about this. I could test this, but how much damage would an Ultra Juggernaut do to round 100? It sounds kind of insane, but that would kill DDTs. If I could do Ultra Juggernaut and a first strike, that would be a lot cheaper. Because Eliminator doesn't kill DDTs. And I need to kill DDTs. That's like my big issue. So I'm thinking kind of crazy, but Ultra Juggernaut. Maybe if I do that, I'd be forced to buy another one and get a middle path on it. But we'll see. We will see. Also, these damn ceramics. Sawda can't kill them. Ugh. Too darn weak. Okay, yeah, and we still we're leaking to the Sawda side over here now. Okay. And now we're back to the ceramics that we can't kill. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, if I use Leaping Sword there, then we get those down. And then what? I just do Sword Charge when these start to leak? I did that too late, but yeah. Oh my gosh. Sada can't kill a fortified ceramic now. That's just bad. Well, the upgrade that does more damage to stuff is a bit later on, so kind of sucks that I don't have that there. Okay, I accidentally used that ability, but that's fine. Let's set you to close and plop you about right now when you're going to leak. Back to first and hope this just takes everything out. If not, I'm going to have issues. Come on, please. Okay, good, good, good. We got it without any hassle. Now on 75 here. I can beat this. I can use this ability here, actually. I just need the level 3 to be up for 75, at least. Oh, geez, somehow that survived there. Okay. So I'm going to use the level 3 early. Let's throw that down. And then that will come back for 76. Use that there. Oh, no, okay. Or I could try to save that ability and use the torches. That's another option. I also could just probably need to buy this. I mean, it's delaying this a little bit, but I'm going to get it either way, so that's not really an issue. Not a concern of mine. So I'll just do that. Use the torch here. And this should just tank everything. Good. And now I get Leaping Sword back. Oh, that went in a really bad spot, but I'm able to clean up luckily. And I can just do that for round 76, which is nice. Nice, nice, nice. Okay. So I should be able to get Desert Phantom here now on 77. Kind of towards the end of 77, it looks like. And then we'll have damage on the bottom side. Look at that. Can I take this giant horde of ceramics on? Oh, shit. Can I even afford... I cannot afford to do that. Because I'm going to need it on 78. Let's go back. Hold the phone. Okay, so I can use this here, and then what? We just use the torch. Oh, I do have torch up. Look at that. Not enough RBE, though. And the spikes. It's a little bit of a concern, I'd say. Maybe I could try using just this, and then I'll save the torch and all that kind of stuff. Well, if I do that, I just leak on the bottom, which is not cool. I think I might just have to get a little bit lucky. So we'll wait for all that to pass by. Yeah, I got to use that earlier. All right, see you later. See you later, alligator. Please, come on. Take it out. Okay, that's taken out. Torch, and just don't die. Just don't die. Ooh, we get past. Good, 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 good. Okay. Desert Phantom is not end of 77, it's start of 78. There we go. We got it. We got it. I'll grab primary training now. So we got all that covered. And I just got to remember to use the ability again. And everything... Oh, shoot. Bruh. Everything should just be covered. Okay, so 79 should be easy here. And I say that as I just leak. So let's get some spikes on the road. I can use Sada's abilities. I should be fine. Grab primary training there. Let's use torch right here. Oh, jeez. I'm going to have to use level 10. Okay. Well, I got to get some spikes up here, too. This wasn't as straightforward as I thought, but it should still all go down. Okay. Use that ability and everything's done for. And then, what, torch over here. Probably need some more spikes up here just right now. Now we're good. Okay, and then this fortified BFB is coming along. And I'm just going to leaping sword the insides. Now that was sword charge. Either way, it got the job done. We're going on to 80. Don't really need my abilities up either way here. Desert Phantom should just be able to kill this. Gotta set you back to strong. Oh, and I need Alk buff on you. But let me go now and test this Ultra Juggernaut idea. Because if this will work, it will save a lot of money. Because the big issue, like Moab Eliminator is a great tower and all. But I don't need what Moab Eliminator does besides just killing 100. And DDTs are going to be a huge problem. So if this setup right here, actually you're like more so right here. This guy, and then this would be 301 because you attack really slow. Are DDTs like BBLs, you ask? You could say so. You could say so. Let's see how this goes. Oh, I'd have like, I don't know what, like this too? How much damage is this? Will I be able to first strike the insides? It looks like, no, not really. What if I were to get this and, actually I'd probably just buy stim. What if I were to do this? It's actually kind of a good amount of damage. Not enough, though. Yeah, it looks like that's just not going to be able to work. Are there any options that would take out DDTs but be cheaper than a Moab Eliminator? I'm guessing just Tax Zone and Embrit. That seems like the obvious solution. Seems quite obvious because it does work. Actually, I could probably get away. Well, is there a Tax Zone placement that I have? That's a better question. I wouldn't imagine there is one. Can I fit one in? No, I can't. Okay, well, that kind of ruins that idea, at least. I mean, I could put it here. This is a pretty shitty spot for a tax zone, but I might do it. If I just have tax zone and that here, that should just be able to take out 100. I'd have to get first strike too, but that's beyond the point. So let's just go for it. And I mean, this should just be able to clear everything else. So let's work towards. Actually, wait. I'm probably gonna need to get the spines over here. I just realized that. Let's grab the spines, because that's just gonna be able to take out everything else on this side. Do your magic, spines, and we'll see this plan come to fruition, I guess. 100% Joshua. Audio is off. What do you mean audio is off? Is it? It should be going through the microphone. Yeah, it's going through my microphone. Is the music too loud? Is that what you're saying? All right. Good night, Colin. He means game sound? The game sound shouldn't be running. Is it running? No. I don't think it's running. Yeah. I just have music. Okay. 83, obviously. Oh, geez, it's a Sodicide. Okay. Let's put this down. Let's use this. And then use this. Okay, this is gonna be not fun. Can I go for just like a glue? Will a glue be able to do it? Literally just one single glue. Come on. Please say you can do it. I can use the abilities. Okay, yeah. This should just work. I mean, I could also buy the glue right here, too. That will help out. Alright, get a few spike mines up here. And then over to this side. Eventually something will end up leaking from the glue. So that's something obviously to be a note of. So it's what? This one? No, it was not that one, but Sada ended up going elsewhere with the ability, which is not cool. Okay, use that. I think this fortified is going to leak here, so I just use that. Set you back to first. Okay, and then I can use the leaping sword. Oh, wait, shoot. Something got through at top. I didn't have enough spikes preserved up there. Okay. That's fine then. Set you back to close. This is where the 320 Alk actually would have been really helpful, because it would have stripped the fortified off of those guys. And I wouldn't have to deal with this kind of stuff. So it's this one you won't be able to beat, so I have to torch there. And then set you on close, use that now. Back to first. And I'll watch when something leaks. That didn't leak, but I thought it was going to. Please say this is enough. Oh, geez, it's not going to be able to kill that one. Okay. Damn. Yeah, this is really annoying. I can't beat these ceramics. I think I might just have to end up getting this glue here to 100, which kind of stinks. It's a bit of money that I didn't necessarily want to spend. And it just still ends up leaking. It just still ends up leaking. Oh, wait, I forgot. I need to get a first strike. Can this help me out at all? If I were to just get that, would that damage things enough? No, it wouldn't. But if I get this and then the sub, I'll just set you on strong for now. Plop that there. Need a few more, I suppose. That should just be able to damage things enough that it just takes stuff out, right? Yeah. I gotta do that at least. Use that there. And yeah, everything should go. Okay, so I was able to beat it without really having to spend much more, luckily. Because of that. Oh shit, and a green got through. Just as I used the ability. Okay. Well, stuff like that happens. Stuff like that happens. Alright, this should be a lot better now. If I need to, I can do this, which I need to do right there. And we take everything out. Jeez, finally. Okay. We are good to cruise now. We are at cruising speed. Everything should be straightforward. I don't think 91, those ceramics will be a concern if we were able to deal with that. So yeah, all that good stuff. I'm gonna be getting Embrit down here, all that. Probably need a Moab glue at the top now that I think about it. Because Moab glue will obviously slow it down, but it will also help sort it out a lot. And I mean, like, whole ZOMGs are getting by here. Like, you obviously don't have some of your better levels just yet, but yeah, we can't just win with having that stuff walking right through. So let's grab this guy. Maybe even Forced Embrit up there. I don't know. But yeah, this will allow Sada to do a lot more damage. As you can see, that's significantly more. Spike Mines can just tank that now. Good. And what will kind of be next is the question. I might just be able to get the Taxone next. And then with Taxone and Brit, I want to say that just like covers everything on the bottom. I'm not really sure though. Also, that is a lot of stuff. I might be overestimating how much sod it can do on the top side alone, really. Would be a kind of bad thing to overestimate. Or I'll at least need this and Brit up for 90 maybe, we'll see. Does a DDT come out of the middle on 90? Actually, yes it does. That's a stupid question. Why would I ask that? there's only two Moab lanes and there's 3 DDTs. Why would they all go out the same one? Okay. So I don't want to buy Taxone just yet because I'll need an Embrit here. That's a mistake you do not want to make. Pretty gnarly one that is. Because like if I were to buy Taxone, they just go boink, boink, and leave. So we need... Sucks that I can't get Embrit in the good spot. I need Embrit right here. And probably... This won't really be able to consistently get them, I don't think, right? At least it gets them for now. And we still leak to them. Probably we'll have to get embrittlement later, I'd imagine. Yeah. Okay, let me get that primary training. That should really help out. Yeah, it helps out a lot. Helps out a lot. 91s here. This is the other round that has those pesky annoying ceramics. Just got to throw that there, and I'm going to have to set you on close. So I use that on close. Also put you back now. Actually, you go close to first. So you go like close. Something still leaked. Not cool. And then you go back to first. How did something still leak with the leaping sword on top of it? That's an anomaly, if I do say so myself. Yeah. Okay, what I'm going to do actually is I'm just going to get embrittlement. I should have gotten the discount earlier, but too late for that. Too late for that. Now we're kind of far away from getting the Okay, where the hell am I leaking? We're still leaking from over here? I'm kind of far away from getting the Taxone now that I think of it. It might not be getting as much spare in this run as I thought I'd be getting. Okay, come on, jeez. Sodic just killing these goddamn fortified ceramics. She cannot do it for the life of her. Just please, for once, kill the freaking ceramic. Even when I use torch. Alright, let's use this. Just get these stupid things out of the way. Yeah, and it just leaks. Even with the Embrit here. Holy guacamole. Also, I want to use torch later when I actually need it. So let me go close. And it leaks. Oh my goodness. This is literally just impossible. All you want to do is leak the ceramics. You have a fascination with leaking. Sada has a fascination with leaking specifically to the ceramics. Not ISAB. Sada won't leak to ISAB. Only these stupid ceramics that I can't get the freaking control of. I'm not having it with this. So like I want to have like a nice, easy, smooth sailing through the 90s. Because that's kind of like what you do on Dark Dungeons. And then 91 comes. And ruins your plan. Why did close target literally not the closest target? Okay. So this is what I have to deal with now. This is when I start crashing out. I set you to close earlier and then to first. Put this over here. And do this about now. And then that. Okay, good. Good, good, good. Cool. We did it. Now we don't have to deal with other balloons. I mean, on 95 you do, but that's not a concern. Someone's here. That is, how would you say that? Have no idea how you'd say your username, but hello, I hope you're doing just fine. I'll be able to get this tax zone finally after some time. Just gotta clean that up first real quick. So now that I have an Embrit over there with Mob Glue and Soda, I'm hoping you kind of can just deal all the damage. It would be nice if you can. I have Tax Zone on the bottom, so I need First Strike. And hopefully I can get like maybe at least 20,000 spare at least. Oh, so the CPT is short for Captain. So it's Captain Jarth. Okay. Captain Jarth. Great username. Oh, I accidentally used that ability. That is fine. I'll come back for 95. Will I be able to tank this? That's a whole ZMG there. The answer is no. Okay, so Sada's not doing as much. I'm going to need like a press 2. Damn, Sada wants so much of me. Let's set you on strong here. Just try to break these things up earlier. Yeah, I gotta use the ability even earlier. Really demanding so much. Okay. Strong. I should have set it to close because I think that set the leaping sword to be at the bottom. Yeah. Actually, I get it back again. Does that really matter much then? Yes, it does still matter much. Then you're going too close. Okay. And now we get a leaping sword again. And this hopefully can clean it all up. We'll see. Might have to use the torch too. No, just a little bit short. I kind of used the sword charge at a kind of bad time though, so that's my bad. Either or, I'll have to get that press, which I believe I will need for like on 98. So yeah, that's a bit of an issue. Let me take this out with these abilities. There we go. And I should just have enough for this. Yes, okay. There's 94 down. So for 95, I just need a spike or 2 over there. But I'll need the rest over here. Let's just hope I can beat 95. I won't need abilities for 96, which is nice. So I can use my abilities when need be. Let's pop that leaping sword there. But it looks like I'm just fine. Maybe not. There's one DDT left. Okay, yeah. We take that down. We take that down. Cool, cool, cool. 96 shouldn't be any issue. This is a very spread out round. That's going to be good for my spiked mines. And the bottom can take it all down. Oh, we got to get first strike. And I got my first strike too. So I can first strike something. Nice, nice, nice. Okay. Can I take all this down? No, I cannot. Okay. So these ZMGs at the top are still a little bit of an issue. Will I be getting another Sada level? Okay, I got level 18. Which I guess does something. How am I leak into that? Okay, now I'm somehow dying. I got no clue. Oh, it's probably because the the torch was still active for part of the other round. Okay, so I can first strike some of these ZOMGs, which will help out a lot. And what, I can just use this. The abilities will come up. I won't need to use abilities here on 97, which is nice, so we'll get them up for 98. Yep, that takes out the fortified ZOMG, and then this one should just go down. No issue. And then we're going to see how screwed I am. Actually, it will need some abilities. But then we'll see how screwed I am for 98. I definitely think I will be needing a more press on the top side at least for 98. So we'll see how that runs. But yeah. I might even be with this force just to buy it now, which is alright. Yeah. I definitely will be requiring this here on 98. Actually, this crosspath might be fine because it's half the stuff, right? Actually, no, I should go 204. 204 should just be ideal, I think. This is where discounts there would have actually been saving like a good amount of money. Instead of like saving $5, we'd save like $5 more. Okay, so now with this, I'll be able to take it out and get my abilities back. Alright, and then for 98, we'll see. I can go close. Wait until all those ZOMGs are down. On this side. First strike, and probably sword charge about there. And then I want to say that I can just take it out. Come on. You got this, Desert Phantom. Take all that stuff down. And Spike Mines too. Oh my goodness, Spike Mines is the GOAT. No! It leaked to pink. 1 pink. Captain Jarth asks, do you have all the black borders? Yes, I do. I do indeed have all the black borders. Had all the black borders for quite some time too. Okay. So I need you to go insane. Actually, that's kind of good because I can hold sword charge for then. Use the... Oh, that's a lot of Moabs. I use the torch, if that helps. It does help, actually. Not quite. A little bit less. I also can get, Splatter, which could help out for a cheap amount. Let's throw that down, of course. I feel like that really wasn't the most ideal time. I could have held that for later. Well, it's torch now. And let's see, does Spike Mines just eat all of those? The answer is just barely. Okay. Now here's a big concern. Around 99. I want to say I'm fine. I mean, Spike Mines, it has a little bit of time to build up at the beginning, and there's less of them. So I think I'm just good there. Yeah, I'm fine. I'm fine against 96. Okay, that was just really bad RNG there. I think I'm just going to have to RNG out this 98 a little bit, so guess I'll return when I get something favorable. Although that might be this attempt. The answer is no. Have fun vibing out to the MCR. Great song. I love this song. Well, I'm just trying to RNG this one out. This is where the patience comes in. Okay, this is actually really good here. Okay, this is a really good attempt. I should, because I was able to use the leaping sword, no, sword charge so late, I should have the actually I don't. I thought I had so much more spikes there than I really had. But yeah, I want to be trying to use the sword charge late, which is where all this RNG comes in. Okay, that went down fast. Yeah, I'm forced to use it about there, which isn't too good. I end up dying anyways. Okay, this is good. Use it now. No! Because the sword charge can't take out a fortified, and there's still a full fortified there. Darn, that stinks. Okay, that is a lot of Moabs. Let's see if I can take it out. I don't think I will be able to, but... Oh, maybe. Maybe? Ooh, no, that was very close, though. That was very close. Okay, I survived that rush. But it looks like there's still a lot of stuff here. Yeah, I was gonna back out that anyways because I want the level 3 up. Or if I use the level 3 like instantly, I'm wondering if I can get it back early enough that I can justify using it again. Okay, that looked really good. No, that didn't. Okay, I'm thinking that, like, if I use it so late, it might not be as good, because those attempts, I don't know why exactly, but when I use it late, like, I just kind of got screwed, in a way. Oh, that might have been because I used it so early, the level 3 so early there, which I did do. Yeah. Running a little bit low there. This seems like a fun black border attempt. Yeah, totally black border. I present to you very frequently the most black border friendly strategies. Okay. Yeah, that was way too late. Let's use this now. RNG Fest comes in again. I'm not sure. Maybe I feel like this definitely is possible. I mean, there is attempts that were really close, but I might just end up buying just like a few small upgrades just to get by. Yeah, like that's a lot of Moabs. Okay, I have an idea. What if I use the abilities, the What if I don't use the leaping sword at the start? Instead, I use it at the end. That's an interesting idea. That might be able to space things out a little bit more and put more power on cleanup, which I'm struggling more with single target damage with because I have the Moa press. I mean, that might work. I can see. If I'm going to do that, I'm going to use this instantly down there. And then use that now. And use that there with this. Okay, that actually works. Now, I'm going to back out and see if I can do it with getting abilities up earlier. Like, possibly using sword charge, like, very early on. So just throw that down there. Get that out of the way. Clean up all that gobbledygook. And use the first strike. Use that and that. Get that all down. And, well, I guess if I use the abilities that late, it doesn't really work. It's an astute observation. I might just have to go in and, like, see what it's like without the abilities then. But then I might be forced to buy, like, a snowstorm on 99, and that's really no fun. That's never much of any fun. That thing's gonna leak. Okay. Yeah. This plan does work. It just doesn't really give me abilities back at all. Which is something that I generally want. Okay. What if I get like a splatter there? Just something small. And then I can still use stuff early and all. Even use a first strike there. I'd have to still use, yeah, I'd still have to still use that there. But let's see if this works out then. Just as a big generality. Okay. Perhaps. Yeah, it still really isn't giving me my abilities back and all. Just don't really have much of any abilities. Not cool, not cool. Thinking on what I'd be able to do. I mean, I guess I could just like send it and really see what it leaves me off with. That was not very good. But yeah, let's. I don't know what to do. I think I'll just. I mean, I could spend the money, but I want to see if I can get away really without spending the money. Is the big thing. So I'm just gonna plop down this stuff and go. And I don't have enough spikes now, even. Yeah. So what is going on? Oh. Okay, so yeah, if I do this, I don't get my stuff up for 99, but this will win. It literally won't win? Jeez. How much can this stuff even take? I got no idea at this point. I got no idea. Alright, that's certainly enough. Okay, I don't care that I have no abilities. If this just fails right here, I guess we stink. But let's see, how is it? Okay, I get my leaping sword back eventually. Honestly, with luck, bottom side's fine. And top side, we just need... I don't know how much luck I'll be able to get on that one. Yeah, what if I put you on, like, strong? Will that do anything? Okay, what I might have to do then is I might have to just get a foam and be able to decamo things faster so Moab glue will get to them. I think bottom looks fine, but it's just the top side. Because if Moab glue gets them faster, they'll be able to go down a lot quicker. So let's just do it exclusively to this. Will you still priority buff? The answer is no, which is good. Either that or I'll have to get that and splatter. But yeah, let's do that then. Oh my goodness, it's a mess up here. It's a total mess. A total mess, I say. And now I'm struggling to the bottom side too. Okay, yeah, this is where things fall apart. Um, would have been a lot cheaper to do a Condor strategy, I'd say then. I kind of did forget about that. Condor is a thing that you can do. How come I didn't think about that there? Maybe I just wasn't in the mood for Condor. Condor's always like a headache to use sometimes. You just have Sada and Desert Phantom down here and you just Condor everything over. I mean, but with Condor, like, you have to use certain towers that, like, will be able to deal with DDTs and all that, but eh. You get issues sometime. Oof. But yeah, I'm not sure about this one. What if I go for, like, that? Yeah. I feel like I could get this to work, though. If I do this and we do some foam down here and some foam over here. That might be able to just barely squeeze through. Hmm. What if I have to do this and this and then this? Now this is getting quite expensive. Seems like at that point it would be better just to add more damage. I don't really know how, though. Add a Juggernaut? That would be crazy. Wouldn't be surprised if that didn't work, if that worked, though. I mean, Juggernaut is strong. Yeah, but then I start leaking on the bottom. I mean, like, Relentless Glue would work, but I guess then that would only work on one side. That would leave me with, like, about the same money. And then if I do this, then I only have to focus on this side now. And get, what, Splatter maybe? What if I were to do this? This, and then set you on strong? Hmm. 1998 Buick Regals? Is that what your name? 1998 Buick. I'll just say that. 203 Super. And I could, but that's expensive. I really put myself in the corner not being able to get the sword charge ability back. In hindsight, it would have been cheaper to buy the 2 splatters that would get sword charge back. I just thought I'd be able to do it because, like, Spiked Mines gets so much, and then I thought that you guys would be able to, at the bottom, would be able to take it out, but seems like it needs luck that I don't have. And then that just barely doesn't work. But yeah, I think financially, yeah, I'm just screwed. I was trying to win with like at least something spare. Maybe not even 10k at this point. I mean, I could still do that with 2 Relentlesses. I could get 10k. But like I could get 1 Relentless on one side. I would be able to take out one side. But then you still have the other side to deal with. So, yeah. It's just not good. It's just no bueno, no bueno. Which I think I'll just have to do at this point, because, yeah. That's just so expensive. Now I'm left with goddamn nothing. Oh, and you still die. That's kind of funny. But yeah, I could talk about ways to improve this, because this kind of stinks. But to be honest, the, what should we call it? The Desert Phantom itself just isn't really good on this map, I'd say. You'd have to, the way that you'd have to do it, though, I'll just make sure that works. The way you'd have to do it is Condor if you're going to be using Soda. And I guess I just wasn't really in the mood for Condor at all, but this will be able to take it out. All right. Use that and then go boink. Oh, that leaves me into not fun stuff. Can I get a little more damage, please? Please and thank you. Oh, geez, am I not... Does this not even have enough... I mean, the placement does stink. I'll give it that. What if I used First Strike earlier? I mean, that would kind of suck, but... Yeah, because then you can't get embrittled. But yeah, you could do Condor and just drag everything over. Or I could rerun this and optimize it further now that like I've actually seen what I'll need, kind of. But yeah, it's just not very good. This doesn't even have enough damage. I'd have to Alk buff something. I don't know what Alk buff you. See, now I barely have anything spare too. But yeah, kind of disappointed a little bit on this run. You actually do a lot more damage with Alk buff. That's kind of crazy. So there we go. Only 7.8k. That is not a lot. Let's see. You got 524k. So I got 653k. You can buy level 20 now. Why not? Because Soda level 20 looks cool. But yeah, just Condor stuff. That would obviously be a lot cheaper. That would be a lot of work, though. I don't really like using Condor. It's just so annoying to use all the time. Either that or this same setup would work very well too. It's just that I'd kind of reorder what I get. It still wouldn't allow me to get a lot spare. Probably I'd get Relentless instead of this press. I feel like would work out. So yeah, just that kind of stuff. We can check out the next salvage though. I think I'll skip the other Dark Dungeons one. I have a Ravine one. This one's kind of weird. This one's very weird, actually. The hell's going on over here? What was it? I'm looking up the code for it. 1HX. Here it is. Okay, so this one is really weird. They say I can change the hero, but it's Blue Incineration and Prince of Darkness on Ravine. That is a strange setup, I'm just gonna say. Prince of Darkness and Blue Incineration on Ravine Chimps. They're doing this with Striker. They say I can change the hero. But Striker might not be a bad option, I'm gonna say. And I also have 205. And I believe 025 is better on something like Ravine. But I think I'll stick with Striker. I mean, I could do Pod Zeely, but let me see how much damage the Striker can do on round 100. This one also might keep me up for a bit. So if I get you, maybe 301, this, and set this against 100. Let's just assume I can stall out all these abilities. This doesn't really do a lot, I'm gonna be honest. Also, I feel like Pod won't really be able to do much either. I'll need a few assassins. Yeah, I think that would just work. Okay. We'll have to get like an assassin cluster elsewhere. But yeah, this is going to be one weird setup. Oh, they do have a first strike in that combo. Yeah, I think just doing assassins instead of the first strike will save a lot of money. But they do have 26k spare in here. So, let's just run it. Let's just run that. I'll kind of fly through this early game with Juggernauts by the looks of it. Okay. I want to see if I can pull this trick off. No, it looks like it isn't going to work. I'll just try one time. Because I know one time I was able to beat round 7 with longer range. Oh, look, I did do it. That's pretty neat. Because then this guy can just become a Juggernaut, which is the big point of that. So if I can get that to work like every time, that would be pretty cool. Because that would save a lot. Because I can just go directly into Juggernaut on here. And what, you can just get another Juggernaut right here. And just absolutely shred everything. So let's grab that other dart here. And I think we'll be doing 6 darts into, I don't know what. And then probably have a primary mentoring up here with a handful of assassins for 100. And then Prince of Darkness down here. Mortar. What else? Other stuff we need. Need another dart for round 10. That was kind of poorly placed. And then probably just, I mean, the Juggernauts clean up a little bit, but I'll probably need a little bit more. I'm thinking impacts on the bottom. And that should actually just work really well. I mean, I'll also have Pod too. So I don't think impact might quite be necessary. Let's see. How about, was this round 13? Can I just do this? A Spolt? Sure. Let's see if I can get away with the Spolt here. I should just be able to on round 13. And then round 14, this side here ends up leaking, I believe. Actually, wait, no. Did that Spolt just snipe? That was pretty cool. But yeah. We'll end up leaking one red there, which means I can go for... I think I can just get sharper darts here. Or like... Actually, I might need to get something to... Actually, let's see. If I get sharper darts here, I can still have enough insurance for round 15. Nice. I don't want to see. Can I just beat this while saving into Spolt? No. I'm going to need like a sniper of some sort, which is fine. Because I need to be able to shift the position so that all the pinks go down to the Spolt side. Yes. Except I just got to kind of get it to work more so. It's just random. Okay, see, they all go up to the top side. Actually, that ends up killing it either way, so I don't care. I don't care now. And that all doesn't go down. Oh. It was the Spolt side that was bad. Alright, now that I set it on last. Oh, it ended up hitting something. Because it was, it doesn't have the full range yet. So I go last to first. Yeah, it's a little bit of an issue. What if I set the sniper to last? A little bit, at least. Okay, that worked out. Nice, nice. Alright, I got yet another Spolt. Let me just set you on last, too. So now we got the double Spolt action. I gotta get Striker at some point. I kind of forgot about that. It's a bad thing to forget about. Let's throw Striker right here. Bam! Striker's down. Cool. Camo should be no issue. I'm just going to get you to full metal jacket for the leads. Probably should just do that right now. And then... Actually, wait. Can I afford that? Yeah, I can afford that. Bro, you got to take out that damn thing. Okay, let's set you to last then. That somehow is even worse. Alright, both of you guys are on first now. Hopefully that solves our issues. No, it doesn't. Instead of first, you go to last. Does that solve my issues? Ooh, it does solve my issues. That's fancy. That's fancy stuff. Okay, let's get full metal jacket and do something. Something or another. Usability, yes. Use striker ability about now, and you target a most useless thing that was targetable. That's great to hear. Okay, that was something useful to target. And see, look, and when you target something useful, you actually survive. Alright. And get enhanced eyesight here. Good, good, good. Perfecto. This early game's actually coming out really well, I'd say. Nice and efficient. 25 here, I can just use the ability. Should be able to do that. The big thing, though, is that I'm wondering what I will buy, like, right here. Because I'll need to get this pod up eventually. It might just be something to, like, beat the early game. Because I do have to beat 40. I could do that with, like, a Mauler. Or I could just buy an Assassin if I can save up the cash. But I also need to save up into Pod and Bloonsin. And the way they did it, I mean, I can just look at it to kind of cross-reference. It looks like they had Shove and some kind of weird things. Abyssal Warrior with the Pod. Did they get Pod first? I mean, I could get Pod first. So I'm thinking maybe Nevemus Ace. Actually, I'm thinking that's silly. I'm thinking I can just go into Pod with Shove and Juggernauts. I'm thinking that's a possibility. Juggernauts are strong. They'll do a lot more than you could think they do. And obviously we'll get Pod here. In this Pod spot. I don't see 27 being much of an issue. I can get my first Juggernaut up soon. Oh, something did leak either way. Let's get the first Juggernaut on this side. Because this side doesn't really have Striker to help as much with it. And I should just be able to save into the next one. That's beautiful. Probably have to use a Striker ability this round. Let's just use that there. That unironically might have killed me more than helped me. Let's see, if I don't use the ability, will I just survive? No, but I leaked to yellows instead of pinks, so I guess it was a little bit. Okay, that should be able to help. I timed it up perfectly. Nice, nice, nice. Okay, so I can get the next Juggernaut right here, but I can't because I need to get camo on you first. Actually, I could have gotten it either. No, I would not have, but we got both the Juggernauts up now in round 33 with Striker Jones. That is pretty good. I just gotta save some stuff for round 40. So I could do like shove for round 40 instead of the assassin just yet, because that would save money. Because I'm planning to get primary mentoring up there, because I'll need a bunch of stuff for round 100 either way. So that would work out fine, I guess. All of these rounds are so satisfying with the Juggernauts. Like 36 is usually a big issue on Ravine. Just absolutely destroyed. So beautiful. At least I'll have a lot of money going into round 40. I'll be able to practically do whatever I want. But I'm thinking I could just go shove into Necromancer, and maybe that will shoot me straight into Pod. That would be kind of crazy if it does, but might be able to. So let's see. I got 7.5k. Obviously that doesn't beat it. Can I do this? Yes, I can agree to discount and get that. However, this heli is placed very far up. I kind of need more space over there because I want like a whole bunch of stuff. That's pretty crazy that I can agree to discount this early with just this. And this will just pop it open. Like so. And yeah, that will just take out all that stuff. Now, I can work on this Necromancer over here. And I'll alch buff you too, of course. Very important that you alch buff your Necromancer and your Prince of Darkness. But these Juggernauts should just rip everything up. And then with the Necromancer, should really help a lot. It will be a crazy ask, but I am seriously wondering if I can fly into Pod with this. At least get a pre-63 Pod. I might have to buy like drums or something before that, but we'll see. We will see. This should have a lot of strength, actually. And if I get pre-63 pod, I should be able to get Blue Incineration up pretty early on, because the thing that I don't want to get is I don't want to drag on having to get Blue Incineration really late. That would just be the one bad thing. So early pod would be great, because that means early Blue Incineration, which means no issues. And I don't like issues. Issues are no fun. Speaking of issues, we already leaked somehow. Somehow, somewhere. It's just RNG. Pod is a very RNG tower. It's just pure RNG. It was a fortified ceramic, so that kind of makes sense, though. They can be a little bit of a struggle for, like, these high pierce kind of towers. But yeah, as I say, just RNG. Now, with the shove, I can actually use this to stall. And yeah, that gives one big issue. I don't get graveyard for the pot up the next round, because I can just set the target and I'd be able to stall, which is really, really nice. But I think that's fine, because if I do that, that's in replacement of getting level 20 up guaranteed for the round and for the next round, which is a pretty big deal, I'd say. And the graveyard will come back up pretty quickly, so I think that's definitely worth it. I'll just need to be able to remind myself to be able to pull that off here and there. But yeah, I got 16k right now. Should be able to get this pre-63 Prince of Darkness. And I'll be able to push on further. Let's just take out all these mobs with the shove, of course. 54 is coming up here. It's a little bit more of a challenging round, I'd say. No problem. Took it out. Cool, cool, cool. 8,000 more. Shouldn't be any difficult. 55 is going to be easy. 62 is going to be free. 57 will be free too. Yeah, everything's just going to be easy. No hard rounds. Actually, if anything, 57 is probably going to be the hardest of all of them, because we got these groups of mobs. Yeah, speaking of which, end up dying on them. Alright. Chop them down. Chop those down. Good, good, good. These damn pufferfish, they gotta die. Poor pufferfish. What did the pufferfish do? That's the real question. Okay. Now 59 here. Are we going to be getting it on 59? Looks like I will be getting it. There we go. We did get the Prince of Darkness. I guess that's pretty cool. Now we should just be able to save up for everything else. You conveniently ran out of graveyard immediately. That's good to see. Let's stun all that stuff up. Knock it back. Yeah. That's interesting dilemma we got here. I mean, like, it just turned into pods, so it couldn't really fill up any graveyard. I'm just gonna have to let this slowly die. I haven't played this game in so long. Since when is Juggernaut this good? Since like a few updates ago, I'd say. It's been very good. Okay, I gotta use that way too late. Yeah, that's an issue. Yeah, Juggernaut's very strong on maps that have walls, and Ravine is one of them, because it can shoot up into like these castle bridge things, and it just bounce around and just destroy everything. So yeah, it's definitely got some power. Let's use level 3 there now, and okay. Damn. That was pretty cool. The Juggernaut and the Prince of Darkness just slapped everything. The entire BFB insides just died in one go. So yeah, that's what Juggernaut does. If you haven't been playing for a while or you aren't up to date with like the meta, that's the kind of stuff you're asking for with Juggernaut. Alright, 63 got Prince of Darkness. Shouldn't be an issue. I can start working on this mortar. Let's throw you down like right here. And then I can get Alchemist on it. Yes. However, I'm not going to get Alchemist yet because Alchemist isn't really going to do anything on a 004 mortar. Our spike ball is not good anymore in general. They're fine. They're just a lot weaker. They're just really darn weak. They lost like all of their Pierce. I think what was it? Was it like 24 to like 16 Pierce or something? I don't think that's right, but someone could correct me. I believe they used to have 24 Pierce. I can actually look up how much Pierce they have now. But they just got Pierce nerf after Pierce nerf after Pierce nerfed. Let's see, where's Pierce? 11 Pierce. And what was it originally? Was it 19 to 11? I think it was 19 to 11. So yeah, they just a brutal change. Like that's like nearly half as strong. It seems like a cooler one. Yeah. But yeah, spike balls, they just aren't very strong anymore. Like you have them in the late game, they used to be able to do good work. But now they just don't really do much of anything. Like a few Moabs will go by. Maybe we'll eat like a Moab or two. And like throw a few more ceramics in and you're dead. Spike balls, on the other hand, is very strong. So you definitely can do stuff where you like go into spike balls. Let me get the Shattering Shells. Apparently Shattering Shells can do like some damage. We'll also like do whatever Shattering does, but yeah, it's got like a more powerful burny stuff, I believe. So that's something at least. Okay. But my hope is that I can... Blue Incineration's kind of expensive. I had to buy the whole Shattering Shells, which is already pretty pricey. And then I have to go for 43k. Which is... It's something. I'm also getting really tired right now. I haven't stayed up like late because I had to wake up at... or like go to bed at 10 p.m. for the longest time, so... Not used to sleeping in this late. Or not sleeping in. Staying up this late. But yeah. Based on how these rounds are going, the 43k save up is looking a little bit concerning, but I can do a few quick purchases like jungle drums that will give me a lot of power, at least. And I also could like go into the few assassins a little bit before, which may not be bad. It would delay the incineration, of course. Also, I just haven't used this tower in such a long time. I don't know when the last time I used blue incineration was. But yeah. It might delay it a little bit, but it might be fine because I started saving up early, and 81 through 84 does give a lot of cash that I can afford to drop like 20k and still buy it. I'd probably more think about like, well, I mean, will our cleanup be fine? I mean, pod doesn't have overclock, which does mean a bit, but we'll see. We'll see when we get there. Also, I kind of like how when it doesn't have a target, it just kind of starts shooting the balloons everywhere. It's like, I don't care where it is. I'll just put something down. Moral support it is. Okay. So we're only going to be like 12k away going into the 80s. So potentially I can just get it really early on. I can see what the single target damage is like now. It's a little bit like, I wouldn't say it's good. I can also kind of start spamming these concussive shells now, because at a point you start to just get them up super fast. It's like you get concussive shells like crazy. You died to the insides. It's kind of expected. Crazy concussive shells. Bloons Ranked is here. Hello, how are you doing? Hope you're doing great. We're taking out the CMG. I should save a concussive for the insides. Or I won't need it. Wow, that was cool. Alright, 81's over here now. Let's start spamming these concussives too. I need some stuff to die in range. Okay, we're good on our graveyard. This is nice. Look at this. They go down. Then we have to take it down 82. But I actually have the benefit of the Shattering Shells finally. You can do something good. Okay. We still leak, but we'll just RNG this one out. But yeah. Shattering Shells will make 82 easier, which is good because it's on the harder lane. And I will be able to go straight into Blue Incineration. That's pretty darn cool if I don't say so myself. I was actually really concerned about this run. I thought this one would be a total disaster, dumpster fire, which kind of sucks because the salvage that I did previously to this was a total dumpster fire. And I'm like, these towers, like, I was like, well, what would I be able to do? But nah, I'm surprised. I was able to cleanly go into pod, cleanly go into Blue Incineration. Now let's get all my shit sorted together. We'll start with drums. We'll then go for cross path on Prince of Darkness. Let's get you. Get faster throwing there. And yeah, that's all. You should be able to rip all this up. And I should test how many assassins I need for 100. I can start by getting a few at least. Okay. I don't think I should need too many if I have level 20 up. Which I should be able to get up if I can stall out 99 at least a little bit. But all these rounds seem to be going pretty well. No issue. Either that or I do overclock. I think overclock might be more effective. Because that would help like with the other rounds very well too. We'll see. This is doing very well though right now. Let me go in a few more rounds until like I start to struggle. But I haven't had to use any abilities yet at all. I'll obviously leak there because the incineration isn't even on the ground. Blue Incineration. It's a pretty damn cool tower, I must say. I need to use this guy more. I mean, maybe it's the mortar micro that's just scaring me, but yeah, like that thing is pretty strong. I'm not even going in and testing, so we're just beating all the rounds. That's kind of funny. I just spammed the concussive shell and it just kills it all. Let's Get some of these fire pits down here. I'll need a little bit down here too. Okay. Some stuff leaked a little bit. So, I did Big Plane on Bazaar with 66k. It took me an hour, but I also got 2 megabucks. That's pretty cool. I've seen some stuff that's like Big Plane with like this much spare, because with Rosalie you can like just straight up rush it and beat the rest of the game, no worries. So actually what I'm going to do is I'm just going to beat 94 here, because 95 is going to be free. And then I can go up to like 97, I think. And we'll see what I have to do from there. I'll just like see what we're working with. I mean, we'll be working with a lot of money. I can guarantee that. I can guarantee I'll have money. Okay. This 95 just straight up disappears. Pretty cool. 96 should disappear too. Just use these concussive shells and probably have to do a little bit of micro. Yeah. Just micro it up. There we go. Oh, it leaked. Okay. That's alright. Let's go see what I need for 100. Because 100 is going to be the limiting factor, of course. So if I have... I think I tested this before, but... If I have you... And then... You two... With like some graveyard, let's see if we do graveyard test. How much damage will this be doing if I get level 20 off? Not enough, definitely. Let's see, if I go for OC... And then I go like this, and I go overclock and level 20. How much damage will this be doing now? Still not that much. That's kind of surprising. Okay, so I'm going to need assassins. I'm going to need an assassin pit. So we go boda boink. We go 1, 2. Let's start off with 3 assassins. So if I use all 3 assassins like that, we use level 20. And then where does this bring me? I pop it open like way late. Yeah, that's not doing it. I might just need first strike. It might just be a first strike, because those DDTs and insides are gonna really be an issue. Then yeah, I'll need a first strike. And this allows me to really just keep damaging it till the way end. So yeah. First strike it will have to be. Yeah, first strike's gonna be cheaper than a whole pit of assassins. Plus, I shouldn't need that for 98 if I use level 20. So let's get the assassin up and take it out. And we'll have to see about the stalling on 98 because I definitely will need to stall that. But then I should be able to end with a decent amount of cash spare, which will be nice. Okay, so that will take out that. And then we can just destroy all of this. Fine. 97 won't really be of any concern. Okay. And then if we go on here for 98, use all of this stuff. And if I am to lock the heli in place there, do that there. Okay. Let me try doing this. Let me try. I need to somehow like stall this out. So I'm going to put you right here. You're just going to shoot stuff up this side. And then I'm going to lock the heli right here and try to see if I can stall something out there eventually. And have mortar kind of deal with this side. Actually, I could do it with the other side because I'll have striker clean up over here. So you should take out this side and I try to stall over here. Yeah, that makes more sense. Okay. And then I use level 20 here. And then keep using stun. Okay. This should just work out. This should just work out, I'd imagine. Doesn't sound like that bad of a plan. But I just need to stall out level 20 because I need it back. Alright, I need more fire over here. That side's not holding up very well over there. Can't get the Prince of Darkness to do as much. What if I use level 20 ability more immediately? And then clean up. We got this. Ooh, that was kind of close. I still don't even have like a Moab glue on the field, which obviously would help me out a lot. Okay, please, no, not quite. I want to try at least a few tries with this. It might take some time though. Yeah. Let's see if I go for a Moab glue now. How will that change the tides? Just got to take out this big hump of all these, all the everything in here. Because there's just so much junk straight up at the front. Or I could try to maybe find a different approach that would work out. Yeah, it seems like this is too easy. Let me try to find a different approach. Maybe turning the Prince of Darkness over mid-round will do it. So if I have pod cleaning up on both sides. Yeah, let's try this. I'll just keep you locked in place, though. And then I can also delay the first strike a little bit for, like, a more cleanup. It will be able to do more splash. Because it does have that splash damage that it can use. Alright, I'm going to need some stuff over here. Okay, I feel like this definitely will work. I will also remember I have to move this over to attack only one side. That's a big thing to remember. Oh shit. I accidentally lost the tab. That was a lot of ceramics that leaked by. Okay. I need more fires just out in the start for when I have to do cleanup. Ooh. That got kind of close, I want to say. This is something that could end up taking a while, but definitely is possible. Either that, I'm kind of interested to try the this strategy again. I want to see what if I just like delay the level 20 a little bit. If I use it like now. I kind of pierce cap there. Maybe I just need more fire. Yeah. More fire. Ugh. Hard stuff. Oh, you don't go there. Okay. Oh, there's still ZOMGs back there. Yeah. I don't see me beating it without a Moab glue, so let's just get the Moab glue in the picture and call it a day. I can still, I guess, with the Moab glue do this trick, because I still will need to stall. So let's use that. It's just that I'm going to have a Moab glue this time to slow everything down. Except things still leak. Come on. Not being nice, I say. And now even with the Moab glue, I'm starting to struggle. Captain is here. Hello. How are you doing? Hope you had a great day. My day's almost over. When I finish this, we'll be able to clear some stuff up. Okay. Gotta get some cleanup flames down here. Oh, jeez. You placed nothing down there. Damn. That wasn't very good of you. Splatter would help a lot too, but who submitted this run? 20 Itachi? I think that's the name. Submitted this. Okay. They're going down now. Just like pierce capping there. I need to have like a lot more flames preset for when everything just completely blows up. So I get like a few over here, a few down here, get some over here. Yeah. That the first attempt that I did with the Moab glue, like it just like easily won, and now I'm like, damn, I want that now. But I backed out because I thought I could do it without the Moab glue, and I'm like, I want to go back to it. One of the main issues are super ceramics. What do you think of Druid of the Storm? Or is there a cash requirement? No, it's just that it's possible without that stuff. It's possible without it. I technically can kill all of the super ceramics if I get lucky enough with Prince of Darkness. And I have Juggernauts too, so it's not like it's totally RNG dependent. I forgot to use level 20 there. Yeah, things seemed a little bit slow. Okay. Okay, can I stall out this BFB? You need to buy that cross path. Or a Moab? No, it's not going to get stalled. I have to push that over to, like, a completely different path. Well, not push the Moab. I have to push the zombie balloons to a completely different path at the end. Which is fine. But I see how it works now. I want to get rid of some of those fortifieds before anything. Get rid of all of that. Then we got all this down here. Oh, geez. Just a few extra pop through. I really need to save the... Oh my god, stupid patrol points. I really need to save, like, so many more fires until later. I'm not just doing that. Like, maybe even doing that there. It's like I had no fires saved, and now then I just get Pierce capped. Actually, that was kind of close, but still. So if I like start getting some out here, and like some out there. Okay. Darn. Theoretically, after the whole bulk of the ZOMG stuff goes down, everything should be free. Everything should just be easy. It's just all this ZOMG shenanigans. It's just too much to deal with, yeah. And it all goes down. Oh, that was really, really close. Why did everything went down that side for some reason? That was kind of crazy. This is frustrating. I had those two attempts that just like worked so cleanly and effortlessly, and nothing else is getting there. Okay. No. It's getting away. It's getting away. Grab it. Grab it before it leaves. Okay. I stalled it out. I stalled it out. There we go. Okay. We finally got it and stalled it out. I had to emergency buy that upgrade, but I think that's completely fine. That's completely fine. And these DDTs should just die? Hopefully. Is what would happen. They do get defortified, yeah, so they just die. And then that should be the rest of it. It should just all go down. Right. It looks like I'm kind of lacking a little bit of damage. Do I need... Bruh, I need something. That's not enough, really? Even if I do, like, this? Wowzers. Well, I guess instead of getting Moab Glue on 98, I should have gotten Assassin. Because I don't have enough. Yeah. Or wait, where's the Moab Glue? Did I straight up just not buy Moab Glue on the attempt that I beat 98? Wait, that's actually kind of funny. Oh, so it is optimal after all. Hey, why don't you look at that? um, yeah, there's no Moab Glue. I just never bought Moab Glue. Well, you know what? I'm not complaining about that. Not complaining about that. We get the Assassin. We're not wasting any money on no stupid Moab Glue, even though it's like practically the best tower in the game. Oh, I actually used First Strike early. Well, we'll see where that lands me, though. As long as I can crack it open, it should be fine. Yeah. So I can just do this and not use First Strike and win. Because one Assassin with the with this should be able to do like a wicked amount of damage. You'll be going crazy. Wait, that only popped it into ZOMGs? This is doing a lot less than I expected it to. I could get it down here. That might help out a little bit. Well, let's do that. My computer is only low. Then with that, I'll save the... Actually, no, I can't save the ability. Oh, shoot. Where's Prince of Darkness? Prince of Darkness! Start placing your stuff in only the good area. Yeah, that was kind of scuffed. It went into Moabs, though. It went into Moabs. Meaning, if I then do this and do all the micro, it should work. It should work, I say. Use level 20. Take that off priority. Okay, so I need to use the assassin a little bit earlier by the looks of it to get the last assassin ability. Throw that up there. ISAB with the face cam. Yeah. So close. Yeah, that was a bit close. Oh my goodness, you're going into nowhere land. What the hell? Alright. Then we'll let it leak and retry it. Okay. So I have to put it here then. That kind of stinks. And put you here. Blah, 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 blah. Whatever. Okay, so if I use that about then, I can... Does this do anything beneficial for me? I don't know. I don't get it back, but yeah, I didn't have a chance to use it. The only thing annoying here is that I don't get benefit off the main attack having double damage, really. Or a lot less. Not if I were to have bought it earlier. That pod wants to troll me. Yeah, you could say that. Okay. Finally, we're going to lock in. We're going to lock in this attempt. We get the assassin. We set the pods targeting. And now we do all the micro. Hit that early. Hit this about now. Use that now. That still might have been a little bit late, but we'll see. Actually, I think that was still a little late. Yeah. I gotta use it like early. Not like instantly early though. Like that early. Let's get to pod. Untarget that. Huh? How do I still not have the assassin off cooldown? If I use it so much earlier. That makes no sense. If I use it like now? Okay, we'll try that then. Moabs. Although I don't know if the assassin got off in time. We'll try once more. I need to charge my computer in or else it's going to start lagging like crazy. So the face cam's going to shift a little bit. Okay. I think some of the lag already started to get in. Cause, oh shit. There we go. Yeah, cause if I don't if I don't do that, it just starts lagging when it gets to like 5% and it's at 6% right now. Okay. Let's do this then. Prince of Darkness is not in the right spot. Oh shit, you're not in the right spot either. Okay, well, that's not the greatest of runs, of attempts, I mean. Whew. Okay. Let's retry that. Like so. Oh wait, that was bad. See, I said I would focus in and I didn't focus in. Although to be fair, I was listening to like the music, so I mean it's a good song. Doing Time by Sublime, so can't really blame myself on that one. Let's put that down. Take that off there. How was that BFBs that time? Is it like almost worse? If I do it up here and then do this, then does that get me like any better? There's another idea that I can check out if that doesn't work though. Huh. Interesting. So what if I try doing this then? What if I just try cracking it open with the first strike? Although if this art is to work, then Assassins would be more effective than First Strike. That might work. Wait, let me try that. Although that means that this is no longer efficient and it would have been cheaper to go for just a handful of assassins than that first strike. Because that would be able to crack the bat open for a lot cheaper. And also would probably definitely be more effective on like other rounds too. Yeah, I gotta put the fire down there. Fire's gotta go to the bottom. Start that there. Put this up here. Do that. Move that. Okay. Now, will this be able to take out a ZOMG? I kind of highly doubt it. Yeah. That's way too late. Okay, so I'm just going to need to I'm going to be forced to get that and a Mauler up here, I think. We'll be able to do it. That's 2 assassins. I don't want 2 assassins. I just need that and a Mauler. Actually, I should get the Mauler at the bottom. Right here. And then we do this, and I maximize the damage by putting that there. And now I go. And I go like this. I go 5, 3, 5. And this should just be able to deal so much more damage that I can first strike into bruh. Into that? Really? Okay. We don't do that. We do Mauler up there, which makes a lot more sense because then I'm going to be getting double damage out of it. Bruh. Although I messed up the Prince of Darkness, so a lot of his zombie balloons didn't go. Okay, and I didn't even set the target of Bloonson. I am not doing well against this round 100. I'm just like completely out of it. God damn it. I think like half of this run is now round 100. Everything was so clean until round 100. Everything was clean until 100. Okay. We're back. We're locking in. We're locking in. Okay, will this give me enough damage? I want to see a damage phase go off relatively early on, which doesn't really seem to be the case. Oh, I did it. Okay, we got it. 40k spare, not bad. Definitely an improvement from the 27,000 spare that you had. I definitely could go cheaper if I replaced that first strike with some assassins and all that shenanigans. But Blue Incineration's pretty cool. Did 1 million pops. Pod got 800k. Striker Jones definitely held all of that together. But yeah, that's pretty cool. Anyways, I think that for that last little bit of stream, if you want, you can hear the song that I'm working on. Let me see if this will work. Can I take this out? Yes, now it should be going through the computer microphone. So if you want to hear this song for the last little bit of the stream, you could hear it. I'm not going to practice it a whole lot, but we'll just do that and then read. But let's see if I remember, because I took a break from learning this song. It's The Entertainer by Scott Joplin. Let's see. Is my guitar action high? It's actually kind of a little high. When I say kind of a little, I mean like very little. I'm gonna have to do more truss rod adjustments, but let's see. Will this come up? Yes, that comes up. Let's see how much of it I remember. You can't even see it. That was messed up. Okay, this isn't even in tune. How does that go? Dun-dun. Yeah, I need to practice this. Also, this is not in tune and it needs like an intonation check, but that's it. And then it goes. So I need to practice that a whole bunch, and I'm going to learn the rest of the song, and I might do a cover on it, which will be pretty cool. But let's go raid somebody for the last moment. Let's see, who's there to raid? That's Twitch. We'll see who's streaming. So hold him tight quick for this raid. There's not a whole lot going on. Let's raid this guy. He's doing rogue/raid. Dark. Johnny. Spelled wrong, but that's alright.